Welcome to the Lost Birds Knitting Podcast. I'm Allison, also known as Lost Birds on Ravelry and Lost Birds Fiber on Instagram. I'm also on Pinterest as Lost Birds, and I have an Etsy store, Lost Birds, so look me up anywhere you can. I'm everywhere.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm also known as Bright D on Ravelry and Lady D Bright on Instagram. And today is October 5th, 2014, Sunday.
Episode 13.
Episode 13!
Yay. Lucky number 13.
It's appropriate that's in the month of October.
Yeah, it's true. Coming up on Halloween here.
Alright, what you working on?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to start off and say that it's only been like 4 days since we last recorded, so this is probably going to be a short episode. We recorded really late last week, so. Anyway, I have about 4 days progress on these socks. They're almost done. I'm almost to the point, these are going to be knee highs. So I'm like an inch or so, a little over an inch away from starting the ribbing, and I probably should have, for some reason my gauge on these ones is a little bit tighter than normal. I usually don't have to do like shaping for my calf or anything, but for some reason these ones are coming out a little bit more snug than my other pairs like this, so.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah, I think I've just been stressed lately, and I'm like, making extra tight stitches or something. But, they do still, I've been trying them on. They still fit, and I just figure, they're not, like, uncomfortable or anything, and I just figure they'll stay up better, so.
There you go.
Anyway, there's my socks, and by the way, that's not a pattern or anything, it's just, other than I did the Fish Kiss Lips heel for the first time.
Oh, fantastic. How did you like it?
I liked it. I think it might be my new go-to heel. I really do. I'm definitely gonna have to do it another couple time or two to memorize it, but it's kind of similar actually to the heel that I've been doing, but I think it's even like easier somehow. I don't know. But yeah, I like it. Fish Kiss Lips heel, and the nice thing about that pattern is number one, it's only $1, so you really should just check it out because it's a great sock heel. And also, Danielle's mentioned this before as well, but the information that's included, it's like, how many pages? 4 pages or something?
Oh, you have both top down and toe up information, so I'm gonna guess it's around 11 pages.
Oh, really? Is it that many? It's long, and the thing is, it's yeah, you can use this heel like with any kind of sock basically, and it's not only how to do the heel, but before you even get to how to do the heel, she has all this other information like how to make a template of your foot,
or your loved one's foot,
or somebody else's foot, so that you just keep that, and then every time you knit a sock, you have that foot like marked off, where to start the foot, where to start the heel, and you can also use that for toe up or top down socks. So, and I thought what was really interesting was that she studied like commercially made socks, like store-bought socks, and she was curious about, started thinking about why store-bought socks fit everyone. They're like just one style, one size fits all, and you can go and buy socks and be pretty sure that they're going to fit your foot, whereas like with hand knit socks, you have to be a little bit more custom, you know. And, I mean, part of that is that they're not quite as stretchy hand-knit socks, but also just the way they're constructed. So she kind of included her observations, and she's basically made a pattern that will fit every single time, kind of, even for other people when you knit it for them, as long as you have the template. So it's a really cool pattern, the Fish Kiss Lips Heel, and it's by, no, I can't remember. Do you remember who it's by?
Oh, I don't know how.
I'm sorry. It's in the show notes. It's in the show notes. And then the other thing that I'm working on are these mittens still, and it's hard to tell, but I have done a little bit more, a few more rows on them. They're kind of slow going, and they're also coming out maybe a little big, but I have really small hands, and I'm making them for somebody with larger hands, and I'm also
are you testing them on your husband or something like that?
No, I'm not, but I figure they're just not going to be tight-fitting mittens, first of all. And second of all, I might actually make fleece liners. I've done that with mittens before, and it's really nice because it makes them really warm, first of all, and also you can, like, take out the fleece liner and wash it, you know, and or if they get wet or something, you take it out and they'll dry faster. So.
Well, then you won't snag your fingers on.
And that too, yeah,
floats.
because the inside is all stranded. Then you don't have to worry about catching on the strands. So, yeah, I might actually do that, depending on how large they. Of course, I didn't swatch or. But anyway, so they're kind of slow going because I'm doing 2 at a time, and that means that I have to do each row of the pattern like 4 different times. So, and it's something that, like, these are really random color changes at this point, so I have to, like, really pay attention to the pattern. But
requires brain effort.
yeah. And I mean, I can only work on them like when Emrys is napping or when I'm by myself, because I have to concentrate. So anyway, there's that, and that's all I have for this week.
I don't have much either. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the end of this little bit of.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't I show the picture, because I forgot to do that.
Okay.
The mittens, I'll just show you the picture again to remind you. These are the Japanese wave mittens. And they're the same front and back. The pattern is the same on the front and back. I thought about finding like a different pattern for the back of them, but
I think I would just make it solid blue on the back of them.
Yeah, or I could make it solid. I don't know. I found some pretty cool patterns, but then I was like, it's probably complicated enough. I don't know. And it's by Maya Poffenberger. So there you go. All right, there's that.
So again, since it's been only a couple of days since recording, but I did manage to make some progress, which is cool. So last time you saw these socks, I'm calling them my hurricane socks, I had just turned the heel and just kind of starting up the leg of the sock. So I was able to get, what is that, 3 inches done in knitting on the sock there. So that's the second one of that. And I am working on that from Keegan Lane Yarns. In the colorway Knock 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 Penny, which is a Big Bang Theory reference. Which, by the way, I saw the Sheldon, the actor, what's his actual name? Anyways.
I don't know. I'm terrible with names. I don't know.
He was on the Late Night Show.
Mm-hmm.
and he was playing Password, and oh my gosh, it was hilarious because one of the passwords was nerd, because you have one word and you're supposed to guess what the password is, right?
Okay.
And he goes, Sheldon. And they were able to get it right away.
That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna sound way out of touch, but we don't have TV at my house, so anything that I watch is like...
Oh, I found this through Facebook.
Oh, okay. Wait, so who is the late night show? Which...
Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
And it used to be Jay Leno.
Okay. Yeah, I like Jimmy Kimmel. I saw one where I forget what they call it, but it was the lead singer of I'm terrible at describing things because I'm bad with names, so I'm like, forget it. Sorry. It was the lead singer of some band, a popular band who now I can't... Gosh, dang it. Now I can't remember, but...
Were they playing their song and they were using small toys to play the song?
No, it was...
Because they do that too.
It was like a game. It was this lead singer and Jimmy Kimmel, and they were like taking turns, and it was like they'd spin a wheel, and one side would be a song, and the other side would be like in the style of, or to the...
I saw that with the lead singer with Maroon 5.
Maroon 5,
okay.
Yes, thank you. That's who I'm thinking of. It was so...
His first name's Adam. I don't know what his last name is.
Adam Levine I think...
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, if you have... Do you remember what it was called?
What the game was called?
Yeah.
I don't, but it was really funny because I guess Adam, the lead singer of Maroon 5, can do a fantastic job of impersonating other people.
It was amazing. Look up the late... I'll look up the video and...
Post it.
Yeah, even if you don't know who Maroon 5 is, even if you... I don't know, aren't into the late show. It's really impressive. Like, I was really impressed by these impersonations that,
Because, like, one of them, he was doing, what was it? Old MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah, it would, like, be a nursery rhyme. The song would be, like, a nursery rhyme. But it would be, then you'd have to do it in the style of, like, Pearl Jam, or... I can't remember what
I can't remember the actual ones.
Yeah.
No, it was hilarious.
He did such a good job. It was amazing.
But
they
anyways,
both did, yeah.
But,
sorry, tangent.
Yeah, exactly. don't mind us.
Back to you.
But yeah, I am working on the sleeve of my Spoldic cardigan by Hannah Fadig, and I'm using Cashmere DK, and I'm just trying to see here. I'm putting it over my clothes. I should put, like, maybe I could probably just roll up my sleeve, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but maybe you'll wear it over long sleeves. Who knows? If you want to be really warm. Maybe it gets cold in... Does it get cold in your bank?
Yeah, it gets cold in my office sometimes, especially if there's, like, a storm outside.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we might be having here shortly.
And already have had a little bit of.
A little bit, yeah. So yeah, I have about 3 inches left of the sleeve, and then I can put it on holders, so I can start on the second sleeve.
Alright.
And I was actually just telling Allison before we started that I feel like I am in the stockinette black hole.
Yeah.
Where you knit and knit, and you measure it again, and it's maybe a half an inch longer.
Yeah.
It's just like you're spinning your wheels, But anyways, so that's what I'm working on this week, and I apologize about the tangent. Anyways, did you have any off course since the last time?
So those mittens,
About those mittens.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like gauge swatch or anything, like I said, and they were getting bigger than I maybe had expected, and in a moment of, spontaneous perfectionism. I ripped out the needles, like, of all the stitches, and then immediately decided... Luckily, before I started ripping back, I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? It's going to take forever to get back to here. They're fine. So that was the only really off-course thing I had. So then I carefully picked up all the stitches again and kept knitting. But how about you?
I did a fantastic job of one of my increases here of increasing on one side but not the other.
Oh, no.
So I caught it about 4 rows later, and it was my last increase right here. And so you can see one increase here and one increase way up here. And so I'm like, nope, not ripping it back, because then I'll be in the black hole for another 3 or 4 hours.
You'll never even see it. It's on the bottom of the... I'm assuming.
I was going to say, it's like right here.
Yeah.
So whoever's paying that close attention to my armpit... I will most likely will have to hit them.
After you block it, too. You won't even be able to see it, so.
But yes.
Okay.
That's off course.
All right. Well, did you do anything interesting in the last 4 days that you would like to share?
Sure. So, at work, we're helping out with the USO, which is the United Service Organizations. And they help out military, mainly active duty military and their families.
They have, like, usually a place in certain airports, like, for military families to go on long layovers and stuff with, like, kids area and, like, even like free hot dogs and things like that.
Right.
So.
And really truthfully, the USOs in airports, whenever my husband and I are traveling, are a godsend.
Yeah.
Because it allows us to put our bags someplace secure and we can both sleep.
Yeah.
Or, something like that. Because, like, if you are out in the, general crowd or whatever else, you have to take turns sleeping. Because I don't feel comfortable, like, leaving my bags while I'm unconscious, So there's that. So, but we're helping them out this, starting this week. On the lunch shift on one of the camp that I work at. And so we're sending 2 people an hour apiece every single day for lunch. So we're hoping that they get more volunteers soon so we can actually put our team members back to their jobs and job description. So we have chosen to donate our time that way.
What are they doing? Just they're at, like, the greeter's desks or something?
Yeah, they're kind of at the greeter's desk, and they're helping people to, like, direct people towards getting food and what they can and cannot eat, because the USO has a pretty big kitchen where it has 3 different refrigeration units and then a freezer unit. Anybody who comes into the USO, you're allowed to raid one of the refrigeration units. But the other 2 are for other events or stuff, something like that. So you just have to make sure people don't go into the refrigerators that they cannot raid.
Wait, so is this, this isn't the USO in Kadena, because you...
It's, the USO in Camp Courtney.
Courtney, okay.
Yeah, so there's that. Camp Courtney is an unmanned facility. And so they rely strictly on volunteers. They do not have a paid person, hanging out there. But yeah, there's that. And so I decided on Friday night to donate volunteer some of my time at the USO on Kadena. And since I'm already, like, in the database in all of their systems and everything like that, I'm like, I might as well do the one that's closer to home. So that was a lot of fun. I was able to check out their facilities. The USO in Kadena is I couldn't say obviously unless you actually lived here, but it is larger than the facility on Courtney because of base sizes. The USO on Kadena has like several different rooms that you can rent out for parties and whatever else.
They even have like a little movie theater in there.
They do have a little movie theater, yeah, but like it was actually really funny. I guess lately they, sent out this whole booklet of why with the facilities that have this type of little theater setting, why children under the age of 18 cannot be alone behind closed doors. And, for all of us, we're like, yeah, kind of duh sort of situation. But I guess they had some problems back in the States. And I'm like, okay, what happened? But
it's not in writing. Someone's going to do it.
Yep, exactly.
It's not a rule.
But,
All right. Well, that's cool.
Well, and then today, Saturday, I said goodbye to the world and took my relaxing day. And stayed inside other than, letting the dog outside. And then today I had roller derby. And I did a fantastic job. Well, today in roller derby we learned how to give a hit and receive a hit. So that was a lot of fun. There was a lot of falling involved. So much so that I fell on my tailbone twice.
So is that a stress reliever or is that a stress giver at this point?
Well, at this point, since I don't really know anything, it's
a little bit stressful.
Giver. And but like I love the fact that when I was at roller derby today, I could stand still. So, nice. Like on my skates.
And even on the isn't this the place that's...
Oh, this one is actually at Torrey Station in the gym. Oh, okay. So it's level. Flat. Yeah, but it's the gym floor is very slippery compared to, being outside. And yeah, so we were I was like on a slippery surface. I was able to stand still.
Progress.
Exactly. Yeah. Like small victories, right? Yeah. Small victories.
Nice.
But anyways, how was the rest of your week?
Fairly uneventful. Although we do have our family costume. Okay, so here in Japan there are these places called used stores, and it's
like a thrift store, right?
It's like a thrift store, except it's very, very different from thrift stores in the States, because used stores generally buy everything. Like, you can take your old clothes there or whatever, and they'll look at them and they'll, give you a certain amount of money depending on what they're worth or how much they think they can sell them for. So they're kind of selective. So the used stores are
like in 2nd Street.
Yeah, like 2nd Street. This anyway, so they're more selective. So the things that you find in these used stores are varied from like no name brand, $1 for something like T-shirt, a shirt, to like Louis Vuitton, $400 something. And they're also, there's this particular used store, it's kind of like a chain. It's called Manga Soko or Manga Soko. And so half of the store is like, it's like video game, manga, like anime character related stuff, like the dolls, the games, the books, figures, stuffed animals, whatever, everything having to do with like anime. And then the other half of the store is clothing, household goods, musical instruments, sporting goods, like they really have everything. And they even have like usually like an arcade area somewhere, and it's really loud, and like every section of the store you go to is playing like a different music, so it's like it's kind of like walking through a casino in Las Vegas or something. It's very bizarre.
Sensory overload.
Yes, I'm going to take a video at some point and show you guys. But they're really fun to like browse through because you can just find the craziest things. And you find things like you find really good deals sometimes. My husband has done a lot of shopping for like musical equipment, and he's found some really good deals. And the other thing is like Japan, even though they have a lot of American brands or foreign brands, like the Nike shoes here, maybe this particular kind is only available in Japan, right? And usually the stuff that's only available in Japan is like crazy colors, or it's just like it's a little bit more unique somehow. So it is fun to like look through these places. So every once in a while we go just to like walk through, and it's kind of fun, you know, to browse. And right now they actually have a few Halloween costumes out, so they do sort of celebrate Halloween in Japan. It's not quite the same as in the States, but like I don't know, if you go to stores, they'll have like Halloween themed desserts, and they have costumes, and you don't get like trick-or-treaters coming around to your door, but they'll have events for kids to go to.
The trunk or treat. Yeah, we're helping out with a trunk or treat, and
so that's on base. But even out in town, like there's this covered street that's lined with shops, and last year we were walking through there, and there were all these like little kids going to the different shops. They were kind of like trick-or-treating at all these different shops. So they do things like that, but they don't like go around to their neighbors' houses or anything. But anyway, so there were costumes out at this used store, and I found the first one in the kids section. It was a little dinosaur outfit for Emrys. It was like the perfect size, and so we got that. And then we were walking through the store, and there was an adult size one. So Colin got that, and then I was taking pictures of them. They were all matching. And then we happened to go back to the used store another day, and there was another one. So I guess we're all dinosaurs for Halloween this year.
Very cool.
It's for Emrys. It's for my child. I wouldn't be a dinosaur otherwise, or maybe even dress up at all. I don't know. I don't usually dress up or anything, but it'll be fun. And yes, like that trunk or treat thing that you're talking about, we'll probably go to that. You know, it's an event.
Can I just like say how much I disagree with the concept of trunk or treat?
Oh, you disagree with it?
Yes. Like, I don't have any children of my own. Please give that as a prerequisite. Preface it.
Yeah.
But like, the concept of handing out candy from a person's car to small children puts me in the category of like, you know, like the scary van with the free candy written on the side of it.
Yeah, okay, so let me explain that a little bit more. We went to this last year. It's for kids and families. It's for little kids. And, like, on base, I guess they do trick-or-treat around the neighborhoods a little bit, I think. They have certain times set up. And I think they even kind of, like, patrol it and make sure that everyone's being safe and everything. But they also have this, like, harvest trunk or treat festival thing, and they do like a little kids costume contest, and they have like games and food, and it's just fun for like little kids especially. And they get volunteers. They have this like, it's in a parking lot, so they have these like rows of volunteers that are set up in their cars, and they have like games set up outside of their trunk. So the kids do a game and then they get like little prize. So it's, yes, if it was just like on a street or something and people were handing out candy from their cars, it would certainly be weird. But this is like, I mean, it's not just random people, it's like planned. And
yeah, it's an event. But I would assume that it would teach the kids, hey, it's okay to get candy from a stranger in a car.
I don't know. I mean, you're with your parents. I don't know. It's,
but you get the, like, do you see where I'm concerned in this one?
sort of, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't think any kid's gonna be like, it's still not like that. It's not like somebody's like, hey kid, come here, I got some candy for you, you know? It's like, people have their cars decorated, and, I mean, really, the car is not even part of it, because it's like a game or something set up in front of the car, and then, I don't even honestly know why they need the cars. They could just have tables set up or something. It would be the same thing. I don't know.
Though at the same time, we're trying to decorate a small yellow smart car in the form of a minion.
Oh, that's so funny. So you're gonna be at the thing?
Yeah, we're gonna.
You're volunteering?
Yeah, we're going to be volunteering at the trunk or treat, and so that's what our.
I actually don't even know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I don't. They're just like
it's before
asking,
Halloween. I know that.
Yeah, they're just asking for like volunteers right now.
Okay.
So we committed ourselves, and so we have one of my coworkers who has a small yellow smart car, and we decided we're gonna change it into a minion.
Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. Well, I'll see you there then. I'm looking forward to that. That is so
we're
perfect.
like, how do we put blue britches on a smart car?
Yeah, I mean, like,
because most of it's plastic. It's not like I can use a magnet on it.
No, but maybe you could get like those plastic tablecloths, you know, like for parties or something. Or, I mean, I don't know, paper.
No, I was thinking of like blue tissue paper.
Yeah, that would work too.
And just
as long as it's not raining.
Yeah, and just use like Scotch tape to stick it on, since it's on plastic, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect.
And of course, the owner of the yellow smart car is like, as long as you don't use glue, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because then it'll just get like ink, like blue ink all over the place.
Funny. Yeah. So man, last year we went to it. There was a family. Sometimes the parents dress up and sometimes they don't. I mean, we didn't dress up last year, but Emrys didn't even. He had like a Halloween outfit, but not really a costume. He was too young to really even care. But oh my gosh, we saw this one family, and the little kid was Batman, and his parents had dressed up like the Joker and Harlequin, I think is her name.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, sorry.
I'm showing my nerd colors again.
No, I don't have nerd colors like that. I mean, I do have nerd colors, I'm sure, but not with Batman, I guess. So anyway, yes, his parents were dressed up as the Joker and Harley Quinn, but they they went all out. They looked so authentic. It was awesome. They did a really good job. It was just really cute because the little kid was Batman, you know? So, anyway, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So yes, we found our Halloween costumes. Long story short, that was my week.
Very cool.
Do you have any bird calls?
I don't, actually. I've been very, actually, no, I do. I've been kind of narrow-minded in terms of my activities recently. I haven't been going out and finding things. But I do listen to the Daily Audio Bible, and that's a podcast. I believe most, like, people who are interested in, the knitting world knows of Silly Fruit, and she does a podcast as well, and she's going through cancer treatment. But recently on the Daily Audio Bible, I recognized her voice on the Daily Audio Bible, and just asking or providing an update on her cancer treatment. So sending out lots of thoughts and prayers on that one.
Yeah, that's always tough. It's always tough. Did you get anything? I don't have any bird calls this week, I'm afraid. Did you get anything in the mail?
I did not get anything in the mail, no.
I did not get anything in the mail in the last 4 days either.
I am expecting something though. And
are you?
Yes. I got myself a recipe organizer.
Oh, nice.
And it's very fancy.
Is it like a book, or is it like something you put cards into, or what is it?
It's a binder with page protectors that you put cards into.
I see. Okay.
And they're one of the reasons why I got it is for my boss's birthday. I asked her, well, what did she want in terms of planning and that sort of stuff. And because her birthday's coming up here in November, and she gave me her recipe organizer, and it was very fancy as well. And I'm like, ooh, I want one of these.
Nice.
So I went and got myself one.
I do that. I have a binder, but I don't have like the special recipe card size inserts. I just use the regular like page protectors, because I usually print if I'm gonna print off a recipe, or if I find a recipe, I'm gonna print it off online, like on a single page or something. So,
well, I have recipes on recipe cards from both of my grandmothers.
Yeah.
That I would like to keep as nice as possible.
Yeah.
So they will be the first entries into this recipe book.
Yeah. You're right. I do have a few recipe cards, but what I've done is I just tacked them onto like a regular piece of paper.
There you go.
Or just like kind of stuck them in there so you could see both sides. But yeah, that's very handy for sure. I like the binder recipe book thing. It makes finding the recipes very easy.
They had someone, Luna, you put like hair up my nose. Anyways, they had some one of these that instead of opening up like a normal binder like this for a book, they had some that were like a flip chart.
That would be nice too. Like what do you call that? Ringed, like what am I?
Well, it's a 3-ring
binder. I can't talk, you guys. I've forgotten vocabulary words.
English.
Yes, I've forgotten English.
But yeah, it stands up on its own, and it, they have very nice themes and whatever else, and
nice.
So I was considering doing that one. But at the same time, I don't want something I want to keep nice next to the food that I'm preparing.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to grab the card, I have an odd habit of, I have this little piece of double stick tape on the back of my counter, like the tile area at the back of my counter, and I just put the card there.
That works.
And my husband's always trying to peel the double stick tape off the kitchen wall. He's like, "What do you do this for? Why do you use this one?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, do you want food?"
Yeah. In all honesty, I haven't been using my binder as much. I've been using my iPad, and I just have like a special board on Pinterest where I keep all my like recipes that I actually use, and I use like Pinterest as my recipe keeper and technology,
So yeah, when I get that in, I'll show everybody.
Cool.
'Cause it's fancy.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about it, not gonna lie.
Well, I wish I had something exciting in the mail on its way, but I don't think I do.
I signed up for a soap club.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Through who?
I believe it's just the soap company. And they give you 3 bars of soap every month.
Wow.
And I'm hoping to use them as small gifts.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of soap to go through.
Well, and it's all natural, ingredients and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping just to make, about 1 billion washcloths and hand 2 washcloths off and a bar of soap to somebody.
Nice.
Whether it's, my employees as my team or oh, by the way, I forgot it's your birthday. Here you go.
Yeah. Gifts on hand. Always good to have.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And I'm developing my palette cleanser shawls, which are like normally the Trillion or shawl by Martina Bim or something like that. I'm developing a stash of those because I have people constantly, hey, this is your going away present, rather than, like having to stay up all night and knit.
Yeah.
That's my stash.
You need to get a baby stash
I
going
need to get,
too.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
but yeah, I think that's it.
I think that is. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter this time, although we babbled a lot, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. So we should be back on our normal recording schedule, so hopefully we'll have more knitting to show next week. But anyway, until next time, thanks you guys for sticking with us, and we'll see you again.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.